Let me also add this Isaac Ojo's comment. I think I've seen it for how many days now. He says no PVC distribution in K2 Gboye since 3 weeks. They are in the office in Ogudu. He just wonders what is going on. He's frustrated he hasn't received his. But INEC...
Let INEC open up a portal. When you in Ogudu or in Isheri or in Logogoma know that they are going to give a feedback, verifiable feedback, then let INEC have what you may call supervisors who are reading the portals, studying the portals, and making calls, feedback, and coming back to him. And by the time that the chairman places a call to you and say, look, I have this report, why is that so? I think the INEC staff will sit up.
What percentage of PVC distribution would you consider appreciable?
For me, it's a little more than that. Let INEC, number one, even if it is 10%, let INEC make it possible for everybody to get it.
But there has to be a target.
Yeah, I'll tell you, the target is that no Nigerian is disenfranchised. That's the constitutional target. That's constitutional target. If I put it down on the ground and you fail to go and collect it, whoever collects, Nigeria will not wait for you.
But
whoever collects,
if I collect,
should vote.
Many of the people who have to collect these cards may have moved. I mean, when they registered in 2011, this 2015, may have moved from where they registered. And
so what do I do? My portal tells me the configuration of people that don't have the PVCs. Because when you get on the portal, you give me your temporary voter's card, you tell me your present location. By that, I'll do, within a touch of a button, there's an analysis that tells me that these are people within Lagos who have not collected. But these are people who registered in Lagos, but they are now in Kano. When I see those dynamics, within the next 2 weeks, I still have 2 weeks to now sit down with the parties and say, this is the situation. Once you are transparent with issues, Nigerians are the most understanding set of people in the whole world. Just come clean.
You mentioned something about a website that your wife used.
I wish I had collected it from her. It's actually there. And it works.
Any Nigerian can go to at least find out where your PVC is.
I'm telling you, any Nigerian.
Is it an INEC website?
It's an INEC website.
But not the regular INEC website?
I don't know. They gave like a portal. You know how portals and websites operate? It's like log into this place. It's like a portal. She did, and it told her where it was, and she had already collected. So she said it's correct. It's correct.
Well, I do know that, some people have been publicizing that particular that portal you're talking about. And so they say that it was developed, by some well-meaning Nigerians. In conjunction, I think, with INEC.
That's amazing.
Well, but the thing is, are we also giving room for errors? Because, as you rightly said, he's a human being, and they're human beings running the system, and it's a human system, as it were. Are we giving that room
I think that we should give that room. Sometimes we're a little too hard on ourselves. That's why I'm not 100% man. For me, as an individual, I have a personal principle of 80%. In fact, if I was to see, well, let me not say this on air because people may misunderstand, but if you give me 80%, I'm very happy with you in anything. If Nigerians can implement 80% of the budget, if they can use 80% of the resources to get to the people and chop 20%, between you and I, I'll be a very happy man.
But two things pop up there. When we cite statistics about the previous elections, be it Ekiti or Osun or even Anambra, the percentage, even Edo, the percentage of those who collected the PVC and those who voted, the disparity was there, it was low, and they thought, look, if we go by this kind of figure, precedence tells us, what's the point stressing ourselves? But they then say, those who oppose that say, look, these elections, there's a lot of enthusiasm, there's a lot of attention, there's a lot of people want to go out and do it. So they throw the form books out of the window saying, no, get 100%. Or
you see, there are two things. The first thing is that if you, I think God is a Nigerian. If you look at what happened before February 14th and what's happening after February 14th, there is a certain change of several dynamics. Several. One is that, quote me, you see, the collection of the PVCs, the percentage again, is not very correct. I'll say this because there's this issue of the northern part where there was a lot of very high percentage collection, which was like, how is this happening? And some people said, well, the cards were given to chiefs or heads. I think INEC should clarify that, because if they use that as percentage collection, then of course we know that that's not real percentage collection. The real percentage collection is those who have really gone there and signed and collected, and not those of chiefs collecting and keeping on behalf of.
Are you suggesting if the chiefs collect, they sign off on all the ones they collect?
They cannot do that. They should not do that.
No,
because it becomes...
Yeah,
exactly. Some people are speculating that. INEC really should come clean and dispel that rumor, because they were like, how can the areas that have all sorts of issues have 80% collection and other areas that are peaceful don't have? And people came up with this, whether it's conspiracy theory, I don't know, that they were given to administrative heads, you know, which is like chiefs, to distribute on behalf of the people. Now, if that is correct, INEC needs to come clean on that, in which case we don't have real collection. But I want to tell you that in real collection, in this present dispensation, a minimum of 90% of the people, and you are going to know that in the day of accreditation, the 90% of those who collected, there is this new enthusiasm in the hearts of the people. It's like, wow, for once there is going to be free and fair election. So people are willing to vote. Why do you want to kill yourself before, when you just do whatever you're doing and it's formality, they push it aside and announce results? But now the game has changed. And let me tell you the second game changer. And for me, like I said, you know, a while back, I dropped my card. I was in the PDP. I suspended myself from the PDP. Now, the relevance of this is that some days back, I saw our leader first fidget with his cards for a while, and subsequently, thinking twice, gave to another person to tear. You need to be careful. Our leaders need to be careful to be sensitive to the people. Because the PDP has become like a family. It's become like a church. The day you hear people talk down on your pastor, you feel bad, okay? And, you know, two things happen. It's like in Ondo State. The day he went to Ondo State and called Mimiko a thief, the next day everybody says, I want that thief. On account of tearing that card, you'll be amazed the sympathy that the PDP has received and the momentum that it has come. Do you understand? Because it was not something out of statesmanly attitude, which people have said, it's true. Myself, I want to come out from this PDP.
How about
do you understand me?
Lost?
Say?
Can we measure it, including the grounds lost?
Check your social media. From that day, the comments and the commentaries. You know, somebody made a joke. He said, this man is a very, very smart guy. He reads and understands the public. He needed a momentum for the PDP. He took an action that was seemingly against the PDP to give the PDP some momentum. That's why he said he was not joining any other party. But whatever it is, his action has turned out to be a blessing to PDP. But I don't think that's the matter for today.
Even though we don't know the voting population of those on social media. But that is where we have to let it go. Thank you for coming on today.
Thanks so much for having me.
Ezekiel Nyaitok speaking about the distribution of the permanent voter cards and a little bit of security. We'll be back after the break. Join us again.